Hey Aquas, how are you? So I was sitting here thinking right before I turned on the camera, and you guys are super focused on work right now, which makes a lot of sense because the holidays are coming up in the United States. Gotta spend some money. But I feel like there's something missing. Or not really missing, but it's like you guys keep on like rolling things around in your head. Like, I feel like something's missing. It's like you know what it is, but you can't put your finger on it, kind of thing. And it's not a confused feeling. You guys always give me the strangest feelings. Like, you've made me super pissed off. Now I'm a little bit confused. I was really sad one time. So funny. Okay, planets for the end of November. New moon in Scorpio on the 18th. This is in your 10th house of career, and career is a really big focus for you guys in November. That's why I super feel like you guys are working a lot. So there will be like new beginnings in a job, new projects. You guys are just going to really feel like starting up something new and possibly, I wouldn't say creative, but maybe like a little more difficult than you usually do, you know? It's gonna, you guys use your brains all the time, but it's gonna be like really super intricate detail. Sun and Sag on the 21st, 11th house of friendships, and Sun is all about healing. So I think that you guys will probably be looking at relationships that you might have had some rifts or some things happening this year, and just kind of maybe be able to patch some things up. And I think that a lot of Aquas kind of need to do that. I feel like a lot of people have actually hurt you this year too. So, and if that friendship isn't around anymore, then, you know, like maybe just forgive it and let it go. Like, forgive it within yourself and let it go. Neptune in Pisces it's going direct in Pisces on the 22nd. This is in your second house of earned income. So when Neptune is retrograde, people tend to like speak their minds, like they don't have filters. And it's been retrograde for like the last 6 months. So you guys have probably heard a lot of things coming out of people's mouths, maybe a lot of gossip at work and stuff. And so I think that the good thing about this is you really get to see the true colors of a person, and people get to really see your true colors too. When it goes direct, everybody's going to kind of want their privacy back. Everybody's going to be a little bit more guarded. And that's a good thing and a bad thing, because we won't be word vomiting all over the place, but everything might be a little surface level. So make sure you're not putting a facade up like in front of your boss and then comes along and finds out that it was a facade later. That would really suck. So, and watch your money in the next 6 months. You may feel like you're just going to spend it before you even realize you have it. So keep an eye on that. Let's see what's going on with you guys. So we got Justice. We got the Page of Wands. The World. Nice. 8 of Wands. 7 of Cups. Knight of Wands. 4 of Swords and Judgment. Damn. Nice spread, kids. What have you guys been up to? I love it. Love it. Okay, so what I'm seeing here, I feel like maybe you guys are going to get either like some kind of, I feel like that there's going to be some kind of like documentation that needs to be signed. You're going to be either talking to somebody, or like I'm seeing a conference table with a whole bunch of people around it and kind of like negotiating stuff. And I feel like it's a legal thing with Justice. Doesn't have to be legal. You could just be like I said, talking or communicating with a friend who you need to heal stuff with, like get back together and start talking about things. And to me, the World card, I mean, yes, there's definitely a new beginning. You could be moving And that could be the paperwork that you're talking about. You're like negotiating all the little details, all the little nitpicking. Yeah, I can't talk anymore. All the little details. But I feel like something is internet related because we have the World card here and the Eight of Wands. So there's really some kind of like fast communication coming. It could be a new beginning with this fast communication. But it seems like whatever this new beginning is really has to do with something either legal or balancing something out in your life. And yeah, that goes right along with the Seven of Cups. There were like a whole bunch of options, a whole bunch of details that you guys are looking at. And it's really exciting. Like this Knight of Wands is charging in like straight into these options that you have. And I mean, this is like, you have a lot of fire going on here so far. It's like you guys are super passionate about something that you're doing. And I really feel like it's either work related, probably work related. These are cups, but Aquarians can be extremely passionate about their jobs because they dig their heels in and then they go, and it's always like something different and something new. It's usually not something that the run-of-the-mill job that you're going to have. If it is kind of a run-of-the-mill job, I feel like you're going to go look for something that is a little bit more emotionally fulfilling, for sure. And the Four of Swords, you've really all kind of been in like hiding mode lately. And I feel like that's coming out because there's a real guarded sense to this guy. And the coming out is this Judgment. It's like, I seriously just saw somebody open up doors and say, I'm back, bitches. Watch me go. So yeah, I mean, you guys have some really exciting things coming up. I'm like all super, excited about stuff. So, but there's something missing. Like, I still feel it's within all of these options you're looking at, and it's like you almost can't see it. You can feel it, but you can't see it. And because you have this super fiery energy that is just coursing through me right now, you really, 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 really want to find it or really want to get to it. So, yeah, what are these options we're looking at? Oh, we were doing so well. Three of Swords and the High Priestess. Yeah. Did the secrets come out about somebody breaking your heart? Or you intuitively know who did this to you? You're like, I know what's going on. This could be in the workplace. You could just be like, screw this, I'm out, I'm done. And it's been building. This High Priestess, she knows everything, she sees everything. I mean, she is extremely detail oriented because she knows everything. She keeps everybody's secrets. And if that came out, Queen of Swords. There you are, in all your glory. You have been very intuitive lately, haven't you? I think you are seriously using that to the highest good for you, for your higher self right now, because you know what you want. You know what you want, and it's because of this Three of Swords that's been going on for God knows how long. Like when? September? Maybe even earlier than that. I mean, it's been a while. You guys have been stuck in this Three of Swords state for a while. And you're coming out of that super fast. This could be a divorce that you're going through because of this Three of Hearts. I mean, look at this girl. She's like rational. She's like, this is how it's going to be. I'm not taking anybody's bullshit anymore. I'm back, bitches. Coming out of my Four of Swords state. I'm coming out of my Eight of Swords state. I don't feel like you guys are in this anymore. And if you do still find that you are a little bit in this, it's not going to last very long. At the end of November, I really think that you guys are going to be feeling a lot better about yourself. And it possibly could be because you're like speaking up. You're speaking your mind. You're telling it how it is, And it's because you have so many opportunities and good things that are coming in, and they're coming in fast, and you can feel it, right? So, Eight of Swords, man, that Eight of Swords. I'm glad you guys are getting out of that. I'm glad you're getting out of the Three of Swords state, because this is what I mean by you feel like there's something missing. You know, there's like this thing, missing something. You've been really defensive in this state too, really guarded. You feel like you're constantly battling yourself. I don't even think you're battling anybody else. I think you are like talking to yourself out loud. You're arguing with yourself out loud. I do that all the time. So, Aquarius. I really want to know what this big communication surge is. I want to know what all this fire is that's coming out. Because you guys are talking. Is it about this heartbreak? Who broke your heart? Was it a fire sign? I don't think it was a fire sign. I think this is your energy. I think this Knight of Wands and Page of Wands. It could have been a Libra with Justice. Could have been a Libra. But we have, this whole thing here with the heart, the broken heart. Did this happen just recently? Because I feel like you're coming out of it. There's so much fire going on here. I was like pumped when we started this, I mean, and there aren't any pentacles here. None. But you've been so focused on work. It's like maybe you're hiding behind that quality of you guys working, but you're really going through this like very Eight of Swords state still. Maybe it's like you're trapped in between two worlds. I really want to go fast, but I'm stuck. Still, I have to deal with this over here. Does somebody owe you an apology? Does somebody owe you guys an apology? Seriously. Let me know who it is. I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it. What happened to all my fire? Four of Cups. 4 of Cups. No wonder you're so damn defensive. All right. How do we get out of that state? Because I want to get back over to this goodness that's happening. You know who did this to you. You know who did this to you, but you're not talking about it yet. You are not talking about it yet. And it's because you have plans. You're not talking about this because you have plans. And either somebody has done this to you or you are doing it to somebody else. But it's like all up in your head right now. And I don't think it's bad. Like, I think that you might, maybe a little bad, but I think that you might be like over embellishing. Maybe not. Somebody could have like seriously like hurt you to the core. But if you have plans to move to this very fiery new beginning, justice, balance, you're not talking about it. You're in the Four of Swords state right now. You're keeping quiet. I believe it. If you got plans, then for a new beginning, I'm not sure. I'm curious how long you're going to keep those in. Yeah. Yep. Okay. Two of Swords. You're seriously keeping something in, which is fine, I mean, planning for an escape out of the Eight of Swords state, or planning to, walk away from something into something better. Six of Cups. And the Nine of Pentacles. We finally got the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like that you guys have possibly been in a relationship. We've had a lot of relationship things going on lately. And it has put you in this very sad, apathetic, defensive, 8 of Swords, 3 of Swords state. And you're planning. And you are keeping that shit inside. And you are growing your pentacles because you know that something, and it's possible that somebody from your past is coming back that you actually know is a good thing that will help you be abundant. But I don't think you guys are really, I think you guys are totally doing this on your own. You may be getting help from someone, but there's only like one person in all of these cards, except for this one. Well, Judgment, but this is when you guys come out and say, I'm back, bitches. Get out of my way. Looking at all your options. Building your empire. I like it. You're getting out of this state. That's good. I like it. And it could be a job that like totally brutalized you and you're done with it. It could be a relationship. If you're in a marriage, then maybe you're planning something like a vacation or something like, because this is, you know, could be travel, could be moving, 8 of Wands, the world. But I feel like it's some kind of new beginning, and I feel like it has to do with something legal paperwork. And there's a lot of options, a lot of details need to go into this, and you are keeping super quiet about it, working on it yourself. And it's really interesting because it's like this whole planning period came out and you're still kind of in this state of distress down here. But then out popped like 2 super awesome good cards. It's like okay, so a 9 of Pentacles is not a 10. So I feel like you're kind of leery a little bit. Like, is this going to work? Is this going to get to where I want it to be? I'm doing this myself. I'm not really sure if this is going to get to where I want it to be. And then the 6 of Cups is saying, yeah, ask a friend. Be vulnerable. Put yourself out there. They can help. Because it seems like you've really put a lot of thought into this, you know? And I feel like you've been working on it for a while. Planning, options. And with the Page of Wands, this really, you could be talking to a really good friend of yours, maybe from your childhood, about your plans. But in the meantime, I mean, if you have a person in your life that you can talk to about it, I hope you're not being like that to them. I don't think you are, though. I think that is the heartbreak and the hurt and the pain. Or, you know, just the deception that you feel. What did I say? All right, deception. 7 of Swords. And I don't think this is running away with your thoughts. I think you feel like you've been deceived in some way. And possibly not by another person, but I almost feel like some of you are going, what the fuck, universe? Why? Why am I still dealing with this shit? Am I going to have bad luck forever? I feel like you guys think that you've had bad luck for a really long time. Oh, look at that. Bottom of the deck. Victory. I shouldn't have shown that yet, but that's awesome. I'm glad I did. Okay, so we got the Ace of Pentacles. So you're building up your funds, or you're looking somewhere else to build funds. Getting loans, you know, that could be the paperwork. But I feel like very soon the universe is going to kind of nudge you in a way and say, hey, why don't you go this direction a little bit? I got an idea for you. So don't miss it, because aces, yes, they can be really big things. Inheritance, getting a really big promotion, getting a raise, but it doesn't necessarily have to be that big. It's just when the universe nudges you, it's the way you make it work for yourself, whether it can become really big or not. So this is just an opportunity the universe is nudging you about. keep using your intuition. Keep yourself open to it. You know, don't close yourself down. And I really feel like you're not. But I'm afraid that if you stay in this Four of Swords state, you might keep yourself closed down. You might. So, Two of Pentacles. Choices, choices. One of these pentacles has a really good chance because he's looking at it. But he looks really scared. So again, I'm getting the feeling, since we're not at a 10 of Pentacles, it's like, I don't know if I can do this. I'm working really hard at it. I'm ready. I'm getting fire. I'm getting the fire feeling, but I'm not sure if I can do this. There's a very timid feeling about this because I think you've already made a choice out of these options. And maybe after, even though you've made this choice, there's still things you got to work out. And this could be in anything. It doesn't have to be, just because there's a heart here with swords in it, it doesn't have to be about love, but it does have some kind of emotional aspect to it. It could be like changing the way, you know, you do your work, or changing the way you, like even the ideals within yourself, going back to school. You know, I mean, there are so many possibilities that this could be, because the cups that I'm seeing here are the sad ones. And then the Six of Cups, where, you know, this is just like, it's a soulmate card, but it doesn't have to be romantic. We have soulmates all over the place that are just really super best friends. So I feel like you guys are really, really timid right now about what you're doing. And you have that fire inside of you, but you're still like, I don't know. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know, Hanged Man. What I really like, though, is that you have looked at it differently. Yes, you've had the Hanged Man in the past, but with all of these other cards, I really think instead of you just hanging upside down and letting the blood rush to your brain, you're actually using this perspective to see it differently, to choose an option, to weigh out the possibilities. You know, I think you're like done with all of this bullshit down here. Ace of Swords. Why? Because you're cutting out the bullshit. And you're going to be communicating it in November. I feel like you're really going to be saying some kind of message to somebody, saying, I need more balance in my life. We got to work out these documents for this house that I've been going back and forth on, and I didn't know if I was going to have enough money. And then I kind of got this really good idea, and maybe I will, but I don't know what I'm going to do. I mean, possibilities are endless, right? There's 7 cups there. I do want you guys to know, and it's funny because you're the only one that showed up here. The Queen of Swords is, I mean, you are doing this on your own. You could be dealing with another air sign. Like I said, there could be a Libra. But I really feel like this Justice card is you finding balance in your life for yourself finally. Instead of dealing with all of the bullshit that has been happening to you for God knows how long. 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 months? Seriously. Because we got a 6 here, and then we got a 7 here, and then we got an 8 here. 8 months? Is that how long it's been going on? 8 months. 9 months. So, and if you're communicating to somebody who's hurt you, or you are communicating to somebody who you've hurt, the plan that you are putting in place, that you are looking at every single option, every single detail, it is going to be the 6 of Wands. It is going to be, and it doesn't have to be like a huge parade in your honor, but you're definitely going to be recognized for it, for good or for bad. If you're quitting a job and you're moving on, people will recognize you. You know, if you are, if this is about a relationship that you have to fix, if it's about a relationship that you have to end, you will be recognized for all of the efforts that you've put in. I know if you're like ending a relationship or you're getting a divorce, I feel like you have support backing you up. Even though you're doing this on your own, or you feel like you're doing it on your own, you have support. You have this very super good friend. I don't know who it is. You're going to have to like tell me, but you have really good things coming. You have a lot of, and you could even just be recognizing yourself. Pat yourself on the back. Job well done. Fantastic. I really like that you guys are getting out of this. End of November. So everybody in the United States, have a happy Thanksgiving. I am thankful for all of you guys. I know that sounds really cheesy, but I can't help it because, you know, I do. I just love you guys. Don't forget to check out the November and December specials. All of the video recorded readings have discounts. And I am doing gift certificates for birthdays or the holidays if you would like to give a gift certificate to somebody else. And I'm on the Instant Go app. Check all of that information out. You can text me a question and I get back to you as soon as I possibly can. Usually, best case scenario, it's like within 15 minutes. But I do also have a live. So if it takes me a little bit to answer you, I'm not ignoring you. I don't want to like send you an answer first because then you have to pay for it again. And I don't want to do that to you. So just please be patient and I will get back to your question. I don't ignore anybody. You can also video call me and just phone call me on that as well. Only for iPhone users right now. So if you want to contact them and let them know to put it on Android, be my guest. And I'm going to start traveling for in-person readings. The first weekend in December, I will be in a small town in Iowa. And then starting after the first of the year, I'm going to start in Florida and then kind of work my way up the East Coast. So if you guys want me to stop by, just let me know where you are and I'll see if I can work you in. I am going to try and travel as much as possible. In May, I'm probably going to start doing the West Coast because I'll be up in Oregon in May. So I love you guys. Have a fantastic November and I will be back beginning of December. Bye.